Holy tater tots. Are we in business, guys? We got it posted twice in the last 1 minute. Oh my God. So this is great news for the Celtics, first and foremost. It also makes me very excited to watch the Pelicans. Now, is Lonzo Ball and his high yellow father going to cry and moan about Lonzo going to the Pelicans, or are the Pelicans going to trade him to the Bulls for the number 7 pick or something like that? We will see how this goes. You would imagine that the Phoenix Suns are also going to be interested in Lonzo Ball. Phoenix Suns pick like 5th or 6th or something. Not that he's worth a top 10 pick anymore, but you got some teams that want some Lonzo Ball where LeVar Ball wants to play. And let's remember, this is all about LeVar Ball. Brandon Ingram goes instead of Kyle Kuzma. So the Lakers keep Brandon Ingram. They keep LeBron. They get Anthony Davis. That's your big three. The question is, can and will those three play together, and how much? How much indeed, because the only center is Anthony Davis, but we know that he doesn't like playing center. Maybe through most of the regular season, he won't mind it. And if you're going to try to beat the Lakers, you're going to try to beat up Anthony Davis inside. You're going to have the biggest, strongest small forward to ever play the game in LeBron James, and you're going to have a stretch four and Kyle Kuzma. Very, very interesting. Defensively, how does this work? I think LeBron James is going to continue to take a step back. We could very well see a situation where Kuzma ends up coming off the bench. There's just something interesting, guys, to think about, all right? Someone had just posted this recently, but we could very well see Kawhi Leonard go to the Lakers with this big three, you know? This kind of changes everything. And this time of year, everyone wants to get attention, and there's no better way to get attention than to associate yourself with the Lakers and with LeBron James. In fact, Anthony Davis wanting to go to the Lakers, it has as much to do with LeVar Ball getting all that attention when his boy joined the Lakers as anything else. Anthony Davis is thinking, I like attention. I'll go to LA and get tons of attention. Same with LeBron. Winning had little to nothing to do with it. But they're going to probably sign some big-time free agent here. What kind of salary space do they have? We will see the details. Do they have enough for a full third max slot? Does Kawhi want to go there, or does he want to? If he joins the Clippers now, he's going to be the second fiddle in town, guys. Because as of 5 minutes ago, Kawhi Leonard on the Clippers would have been the big deal, and LeBron James and the Lakers would have been the sideshow. That changes with Anthony Davis. My problem with this trade for the Lakers: depth. We saw the Raptors win with superior depth. And people will think, oh, just like last year, you had LeBron and then some randoms like Lance Stevenson and Michael Beasley. And people were really high in the Lakers last year, don't forget it. This year you got Anthony Davis, LeBron James. LeBron should be pretty rested, but in my opinion, his body, his joints, a little stiffer, the weight a little harder to shed. The regular season, a little more of a grind. Anthony Davis in a contract year. He's going to be looking around. He doesn't want to be pressured into re-signing with the Lakers. It's going to be a lot like we saw this year with Anthony Davis. Sensitive about people asking him about what he's going to do. But even if they do get a third free agent, whether Kawhi Leonard or Kyrie Irving or anybody else, or Jimmy Butler, you're talking about another ball-dominant guy. And we saw with the 76ers, those guys lasted half a season and they bristled all the time. None of them were happy with their role. There's only one ball, and it only makes sense to have so many ball-dominant guys. In my opinion, it makes sense to have 0 ball-dominant guys, like the Celtics last year. And as we saw with the Raptors, Kawhi Leonard being so willing to pass out of the double team and not making it all about him, not crying when his points aren't there, that was the real difference. It wasn't so much what Kawhi did, it was what he was willing to not do. Same with Kyle Lowry. So chemistry-wise, we know it's a totally different story. Anthony Davis is going to be going out there balls to the wall trying to win all-star starter. like he didn't get last year, which is what drove him to demand this trade. If I was them, I would almost think about trading Kyle Kuzma for a big, strong big man, like some better version of Aaron Baines, just as Al Horford is absolutely elite, top 3 power forward on both sides of the ball at power forward with a big center like Baines next to him. So too is Anthony Davis at his best, playing finesse with that far superior length at power forward. Lakers now, as far as I can tell, with no real center. Traded Ivica Zubac would have been perfect. Maybe they go with JaVale McGee again or Tyson Chandler. They can get him to re-sign. It probably is going to be easier to re-sign guys like that now that you have this kind of star power being associated with it. It's going to get any player lots of attention, be good for their brand. Okay, for the Pelicans guys, I think that Brandon Ingram and Kyle Kuzma always clash. They just kind of too shoot first, heavy, competing for shots, competing for position on that team. Not the same position like small forward, power forward, but whether it was the status as the number 2 behind LeBron James or whether it was the number 1 status the year before. Remember, it was supposed to be Brandon Ingram taking it, scoring 20 points a game. He struggled a little bit. Kyle Kuzma jumped on it, seized it. But the team was all right, actually, with Brook Lopez. Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart. I think all 3 of these guys are going to play better outside of LA. We saw it with D'Angelo Russell. We saw it with Brook Lopez. Brook Lopez could not have shot like he did this year from 3 in that pressure cooker of the Staples Center. Lonzo Ball. Expect his free throw shooting to soar to 49%. Brandon Ingram, expect him to start shooting 37-38% from 3. Josh Hart, expect him to be a little more consistent and also to play relatively big minutes. Very, very interesting team. And they have the number 4 pick. Guys, the Pelicans made out like bandits. And even though, and they got 3 first-round picks. So this is turning into Nets Billy King type territory, guys, if Anthony Davis leaves the Lakers after next year. Because the season goes sideways, because they don't have enough roster depth, they don't have the cap space, right? LeBron is hurt again. All of these different things. Now you would think with them both being represented by Clutch Sports that'll help keep Anthony Davis in place. And Anthony Davis's father will try to tell him to re-sign there too. And we know that Anthony Davis is very impressionable, so he's going to have LeBron telling him what to do. Anthony Davis is going to have his father telling him what to do. And Anthony Davis is going to have Rich Paul telling him what to do. And they're all going to be on the same page. Keep this boy in line. So that's good for the Lakers. If he wasn't so impressionable, I would think that he might want to bristle. We saw how Kyrie Irving hated being associated with any other player, especially when those rumors involved Kyrie staying in Boston. He hated being associated with Anthony Davis on the Celtics. But anyway, this is about Anthony Davis. This is about LeBron. This is about Zion Williamson. And is this going to be about Jarrett Culver, DeAndre Hunter, Darius Garland, Bol, Bruno Fernando? The Pelicans are in as good shape right now as any team in the NBA, it almost seems like, guys. And I don't want to overreact, but I just know that Lonzo Ball was feeling that pressure every single day. Just as Markelle Fultz needed desperately to get away from the team that drafted him. On the Magic, Markelle Fultz can just be Markelle Fultz. He's not number 1 bust. So too for Lonzo. Getting away from LA, he's no longer the number 2 bust. Tragic Johnson. He's now just a kid. Kid with a dream. A kid with a dad. A kid with $2 million missing in his bank account. Zion Williamson, Lakers. Lonzo Ball, did he sign with the Lakers yet? Brandon Ingram. What is he, Adidas? I forget. Anyway, who's the starting 5? Drew Holiday, Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson. Maybe Jahlil Okafor. Not bad. Not bad at all, guys. We got a really exciting young team to watch. Let me know what you think of all this. I want to see what the protections are. I also want to verify the tweet for the first time. Boom, it's done. Let me know what you guys think. I'm very, very, very excited. And as a Celtics fan and a Laker hater, I'm going to want Anthony Davis to cry like a baby when he's not making all-star starter. I'm going to want to see him fight with LeBron. Going to want to see them baby injuries throughout the regular season and lose any game that either one of them is missing. And even if they do get Kawhi, he's going to miss, 20, 30 games? And he's a ball-dominant guy. Just like Anthony Davis is a ball-dominant guy. Anthony Davis has never had to share the ball with anybody. But LeBron knows how to keep a sidekick happy. And especially with LeBron on the decline, Anthony Davis may very well theoretically be the better player. But I also expect LeBron James to get the best out of Anthony Davis with his passing ability. Gonna be a good team. No, gonna be an exciting team. Gonna have two of the best players in the league. We will see what kind of staff they can set up around these guys. All right, I'll see you soon. Peace.